Well, this is the latest blow to Astrazeneca and confidence, perhaps, in the drug. This is a senior official at the European Medicines Agency who is now suggesting it should be ditched for all age groups. Now, many EU countries, as you mentioned there, have put restrictions on the use of Astrazeneca, many only giving it to older age groups after those links with possible, very rare but fatal blood clots. Now, this warning comes from Marco Cavalieri, who is the head of the EU's drug-related COVID task force. Now, he was asked a very specific question whether health authorities should avoid giving AstraZeneca to those in that older group over 60s. This is how he responded.
Yes, and many countries, such as France and Germany, are considering it in the light of greater availability of mRNA vaccines.
Now, just to point out, the EMA's official position remains the same when it comes to administering AstraZeneca, that it is safe and effective in the fight against COVID-19. However, those links to those rare but fatal blood clots have seen a huge problem in the confidence of many people in that jab. People across Europe saying, look, we're not going to take it. Other countries, of course, putting those restrictions in place. One of the latest is Italy, who's re-restricted the use of AstraZeneca to those over the age of 60. And that comes after the death in the last few days of a teenager in Genoa. The 18-year-old died after suffering from a brain hemorrhage and also from abdominal blood clots, so very serious effects to AstraZeneca that she had. Now, this is a girl called Camilla Canepa, who was 18 years old. She is known to have had some underlying health conditions already, but the surgeon who operated on her in attempts to save her life said even what he saw shocked him.
I had never seen a brain reduced in those conditions by a thrombosis so extensive and so severe. All the venous sinuses were obstructed by thrombi, a scenario I had never seen in my many years in this profession. From the picture I saw of that girl's head, it is clear we are facing something not normal.
Now, the EMA is consistently re-reviewing AstraZeneca, updating its advice on possible side effects. In the last week, it's identified yet another side effect. This is a very rare blood condition that's called capillary leak syndrome. And basically what that means is the tiny capillaries, the blood vessels in our bodies, would leak out fluid, which could cause swelling in limbs such as the arms and legs, and also can cause a thickening of the blood. So that is now a new side effect that has to be listed on the AstraZeneca jab when that's being administered. All of this comes, of course, as the European Union and the AstraZeneca makers have been battling out in the courts over allegations that AstraZeneca breached its contract by failing to supply the number of doses that it should have to the EU. AstraZeneca says the problems were caused by manufacturing, so there's nothing that they could do. But the EU is calling for millions of euros in compensation for this, and the verdict is due on that now in the next few weeks. The latest, though, concerns about AstraZeneca, about the idea that it shouldn't be administered, that other drugs should be used instead, though, are only likely to cement this view from many across the continent that AstraZeneca is no longer trustworthy.